What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hop LA Events on Tap, episode 70, covering all of the awesome things happening in LA beer this week. And this week, we're celebrating one of our favorite breweries in Los Angeles that just turned 3 years old. That's Indie Brewing Company.
Yes, Indie!
Boom. And they celebrated with the release of Threenager, a double dry hopped double IPA, as well as Hop City, a throwback West Coast style double IPA. And that's what we're drinking today on the show. I guess without further ado, we're just gonna get right into drinking these beers. So
Fuck yeah, we are.
Let's crack them open.
All right, Hop City. Let's see what it says. West Coast double IPA, 8.2%. I don't know anything else about this beer other than I like the simplicity of this can. And I like the color of the beer. Nice and a pale orange. It's starting to come down.
Yeah, and Threenager got that nice, beautiful haze to it. And in terms of the components of this beer, I really don't know too much about this one either, aside from the fact that it's a double dry hop beer and it's a double IPA at 8%. Yeah, a little haze, a little murk.
All right.
A little clarity on the right side here.
Let's give them a whirl.
Yeah, crowbars up.
Ooh. Man, that is really good. A little bit of pine, a little bit of grapefruit peel, a little bit of orange, just really good citrus component, really good bitterness on this, just not overblown on the palate. And this hides 8.2% so fucking well. I could take down a few of these cans without even knowing it.
Yep.
What do you think about that one?
Yeah, Threenager is the quintessential hazy, juicy IPA, double IPA. This thing goes down super, super smooth, very soft mouthfeel, citrusy, juicy. I think everything that you would look for in a hazy IPA. Very little to no bitterness on this one, just straight, juicy hops flowing throughout on this IPA.
Yeah, nice mouthfeel on this, not too thick at all. Yeah, great hop combination that they have on this. It's juicy. It's got a little bit of kind of pithy citrus rind on it. Really good overall.
Very little of that, yeah. Very good beer. So, hey, cheers to Indie Brewing Company. 3 years brewing some of the best beers in Los Angeles.
I'd say so.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
And if you guys subscribe to our email newsletter, you already know about these beers. We are putting out all the new beer releases happening on a weekly basis.
Our beer release radar tells you all the new bottle and can releases coming from LA breweries every single week. So there's a bunch of really good beer coming out all the time, and you need to stay on top of it. Whenever you're going to the bottle shop, picking out what you're gonna get next, you need to know what's out there. And so hit up our email list, hopla.com/subscribe, see what's coming up. One thing I'm really excited about, February 14th, Pablo, it's a nitro porter, formerly Pablo Escobar from Beechwood Brewery. They're releasing that on Valentine's Day. They're doing it on nitro, and they're putting it in cans. Super excited for that beer. Really, really good one. So tons of other really, really delicious beers on the list. hopla.com/subscribe. It's the only place you can get it right now.
All right, let's get right into the events for this week. Kicking it off, February 7th, 6 p.m. Tony Startaway is having a special first anniversary celebration for Modern Times Downtown LA Dankness Dojo. Now, Modern Times has been having quite a few events around LA celebrating their first anniversary in downtown LA. This is just one of many going on, whether it's having a bunch of special beers.
At one of our favorite beer bars,
yes,
by the way.
Including the double dry hopped, now open in LA. So that beer, as I've heard, because I haven't had it yet, is amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Amongst other great Modern Times beers, highly recommend checking out Tony's Darts Away, February 7th, and drink them up.
Then on Friday, February 8th, starting at 7 p.m., it's a blending workshop with Sour Jim at the Firestone Walker Propagator. Sour Jim is responsible for all the awesome sour beers that are coming out of Barrel Works, and he's coming down and holding a special workshop. We're gonna learn all things sour beer, and you're gonna drink all things sour beer. Tickets are $35. You should pick them up immediately.
All right, next up, Saturday, February 9th at 12 p.m., LA Ale Works is releasing a special can release of Orange Crush Dreams. This is a Fire Festival inspired beer release that has some very vague details.
A lot of mystery surrounding this.
Yeah. A couple of the ticket tiers are sold out that get you some beer, some hopefully not empty promises.
Whatever the case may be, you need to show up in Hawthorne on February 9th because who the fuck knows what this is, but we gotta find out.
We just know that there is a triple IPA being released by LA Ale Works in collaboration with Kelly Erickson, who helps run Craft Media LA, as well as Girls Who Like Beer. Check out Orange Crush Streams, releasing at LA Ale Works on Saturday. Boom.
He called it Saturday. Also on Saturday, February 9th, it's FeBREWary Fest at Pacific Plate Brewery. You've heard me right. This is a special collaboration event that Pacific Plate is putting on with a few up-and-coming breweries that are not yet open. There's Feathered Serpent Brewery, there's FeBREWary Brewing Company, and Inquisitors Brewing Company, all collabing on some special beers for the event. It's going all weekend long. There'll be some games, some food, music, a bunch of fun stuff. So head out to Monrovia, Pacific Plate. They're doing it up.
All right, also on February 9th, starting at 7 p.m., Wing Walker Brewing in Monrovia is having their grand opening celebration. Hey, awesome to see these guys open in Monrovia, and just one more brewery to add to the list in Los Angeles. So super excited. New beers on tap, food trucks, live music. Should be a really, really good time.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity for all of you who are not paying attention to all the new spots that are opening. We're letting you guys know. hoppedla.com/now-open.
All right, so that does it for this week's events. Let's head into the preview section.
Previews.
And kicking off the preview section, Valentine's Day is coming up really, really quickly.
You're right.
And there are a bunch of breweries in the LA area that are doing some very special dessert and cupcake and beer pairing events. So they're all ticketed, and I highly suggest you jumping on some of these.
Yeah, don't be a slacker. Plan your Valentine's Day, make some dinner reservations, and head to hoppedla.com/events. See what's coming up and make some plans. Be an adult, do it right.
Yeah, do it.
Then on Saturday, February 16th, starting at 12 p.m., LA Ale Works in Hawthorne is celebrating their 2-year anniversary, and they're having a big block party. They're opening up the parking lot and pouring some really, really good beer. So first off, double can release. You're gonna go out for that regardless. But they're also tapping a bunch of special beer. They'll have a farmhouse station, so if you like those tart farmhouse ales, you got it. And some dark beers too. They don't release a ton of those all too often, but some good barrel-aged stuff, some stouts. All you malt heads, rejoice. Live music, food, a lot of good stuff. Head out to Hawthorne, celebrate 2 years with LA Ale Works and the team.
Yeah, cheers. All right, so that does it for this episode of Events on Tap. Thanks so much for tuning in. Time to finish these indie beers.
And drink some more.
Drink indie.
And drink local.